How's it going, everyone? It's the Gaming Bishop here, and for this video I thought I'd share my reaction and my thoughts to the announcement made last Friday of the new title for the Battlefield series. As we know, now the game is going to be called Battlefield 1. For those who haven't seen the trailer as of yet, I'll leave a link in my description for this video so you can check out the trailer for yourself and understand why I'm going to be making the following comments. So, some facts we do know from the announcement made on Friday. It will be released this year on the 21st of October across all platforms, and it's going to be set during the First World War. Now, I quite like the idea of this timeline for this game being the First World War. As you know from Hardline and Battlefield 4, we've been reliant on quite a bit of technology to try and get the leading edge over other gamers, and this is now going to be no longer the case. During the Q&A session after the preview of the trailer, the developers did say they want the game to have a lot more physical feel to it. This can be demonstrated by a couple of scenes. There was one where there's a guy being hit over the head with an infantry shovel, and another scene where a guy seemed to be using a studded mace. Also, during the Q&A session, they confirmed there will be a bayonet attack. Now, whether this will be fixed onto a weapon used as a special charge attack, they didn't really confirm what the outcome of that will be. That'll be something we'll have to wait for during the coming months up to the release of the game. They also did mention about weapons customization, but again they were very light on the information, and that's something we'll have to wait for. Also, one viewer in the actual studio of the announcement confirmed that they spotted a flamethrower being equipped by a guy in the trailer. Now, what the developers did, they didn't really confirm or deny if this will be a available weapon. This may be some sort of super weapon, what won't always be available in all the game modes. It's again something we'll have to wait and see during the coming months. From weapons, I want to move on to vehicles. Again, during the trailer, they showed an absolutely huge amount of vehicles. This was everything from armoured trains. It looked like there was a naval battleship, so it had some very large cannons onto it. Various types of armoured vehicles, whether it be actual tanks or armour-plated vehicles on there. I think that's the way you can really describe them. And also, one thing what did maybe giggle, horses. Now, it might sound pretty daft, but I think horses will be absolutely crazy in this game. Can you imagine you're just fighting someone one-on-one, and all of a sudden you get attacked by someone on horseback who decides to swing a sword into the back of your head? Now, this will probably annoy a few people because you may not be able to hear them coming until the last minute, but I think it could produce some quite funny moments. They did confirm horses will be in the game, but as of yet, were we to do some sort of melee attack while on horseback, whether it be using the sword or maybe some sort of lance or spear. Again, they were light on the information. What I thought was a bit of a shame, because I thought it could have brought up a lot of hype within the game itself. Sticking with the theme of vehicles, one game mode I would like to see, especially with the use of the old warplanes, would be some sort of air superiority game mode. Just have an all-out dogfight. As you know, back in that day, they didn't really have like the heat-seeking missiles. It's more reliant on machine guns. So this will make a very tough but rewarding game mode, I personally feel. Whether they'll do that, we probably won't know until just at the point of release in October. For using the planes in the Conquest mode, if there is one going to be in there, I reckon there'll be some sort of free-fall bombs, but I imagine the main form of attack will be dive bombing towards the enemy, all guns blazing, and hopefully not going splat into the ground. Again, we'll find that out at a later point. Sticking with the multiplayer theme, they did confirm that on the large game modes there will be 64 player battles. I think it's a great idea. I think depending on what maps they use, if they do one what's purely heavy set on trenches, I think you could be in for quite a surprise. You may think it's all quiet, turn around the corner and there's someone pointing a barrel right in your face. Moving on to the actual campaign modes. Now, the developers did say they were focusing a lot more in depth on this. Usually the last couple of Battlefield games, it's just been a hero, as it were, just go through his life, his missions, his combat. Now, what they're stating on this game is it'll be going through the eyes of a number of characters. So this means multiple battles. So it won't be set in one scenario, such as a trench warfare in France and Germany with the Battle of the Somme. They will be also out in the desert as well. Again, this was also hinted during the trailer where there was a guy on horseback running across some sand dunes. I think this will be very good. You can have multiple perspectives during the Battle of World War One, and I think it was an interesting idea to do that. One thing I picked up during the presentation for Battlefield 1 was they didn't comment about a commander slot. Now, for those, especially in Battlefield 4, they'll know you could come in as a commander. You could call in a cruise missile strike, supplies, or some electronic interference attacks. Now, this being World War 1, there wouldn't be that stuff available. So what I thought may happen would be possibly artillery attacks coming in, or maybe calling some Alliance aircraft to do a bombing run. Now, as I mentioned before, they didn't really state what will be going on with the game, so a lot of this stuff we just have to wait over the coming months. I know I sound like a broken record saying it, but there were light on a lot of information. But however, from what I've seen so far, I really do think this has the potential to be a very interesting game with the range of story modes available. I know Battlefield 4 isn't really about story mode, but I think it would be good to experience a number of battles within the World War One period. Multiplayer, I think, looks very promising, just with the possibility of the game being a lot more up close and personal with the references to the melee weapons, and especially that fixed bayonet attack. Again, whether it's charged or not, it's up in the open, who knows. For me personally, I will probably end up getting this game. There is an opportunity to do some beta testing on it. I'll probably sign up for that just to get a feel for the game just before I make the final decision if I pre-order the game or not. That's going to be me for this video. It'll be great to hear what you guys think. Have you seen the trailer? Are you looking forward to the game, or do you think it's going to be a bit of a flop? It'd be great to know and to hear from yourselves. By all means, feel free to leave a comment. But that's going to be me for this video. So I hope you enjoyed, and see you next time.